How's Craig and Matt from the Academic?
Very good. Well.
Great to see you guys.
You too.
So, Matt, you look like you kind of were rocking the long hair anyway. Craig, you look like I looked like this morning before I went and got my hair cut.
I'm done trying on Zooms now. I just opened the laptop.
Mine is definitely more of an artistic decision.
Nice, an artistic decision. And as for yourself, Craig, a forced no haircut lockdown. Or have you made an appointment, or are you going shaggy rocker for 2021?
I'm still in limbo, to be honest. I haven't made my mind
up. How's the form, lads?
We're very well. Yeah, I mean, we're kind of starting to be busy again now after such a strange year, you know, which is such a relief. You know, we've got this live stream gig tonight, so I mean, we're just buzzing.
Yes. Well, let's encourage people to join you on that. You're doing a live stream from the Jealous Wall. Tell us about the Jealous Wall and why this is like the spot to do it in Mullingar tonight.
It's a bizarre place. It's amazing. It's this huge Gothic folly, like an old wall that was built in, I think, the 19th century, and we just decided that it would be a mental and bizarre place for a gig, and it looks incredible. So we decided to build a stage in front of it and get going.
Cool. So is it in like so it's not a venue as such, it's an actual wall that's dubbed the Jealous Wall. Do we know why?
Yeah, so basically it's built on the ground. Yeah, it's built on the grounds of Belvedere House, and I think, I could be wrong here, but I think what happened is the man who lived in Belvedere House, his brother ran away with his wife, and they moved across the lake together, and so he built the Jealous Wall so he wouldn't have to wake up every morning and look across the lake at his brother's house.
Oh, wow!
Quite pet.
Yeah, although, you know, fitting. We know how we all are in this country, you know.
Yeah.
Hey, he's like Donald Trump's hero, is he?
Yeah, build a wall.
he actually built the wall.
Yeah, he came through on it, unfortunately. But no, it's the location itself is just incredible. It's just so striking looking, and yeah, it's going to be great.
And is it in the price? Like, I mean, do you have any fears of people gathering to see you doing this gig?
No, I'm fairly confident in our keeping it safe and
and all of that stuff. Will it be the first time you've, like, well, barring in the studio and stuff like that? Well, how have you been working as a band? I suppose you're all living in Mullingar, so it's probably not too hard to meet up and practice and the like, or write music.
Yeah, we've been trying to like keep it. It's obviously been a difficult time. I think most artists would agree to write songs and stuff, but we've been trying as much as we possibly can. But no, we haven't got to like rehearse a lot really as a band. But luckily with technology and stuff, we're able to, you know, keep on sending ideas and, you know, keep pushing the music forward, which is good.
And have you been able to rehearse for tonight? I hope, or
yes, or yeah, we have.
Yes, we have.
I'd say you're itching to get out and get at it.
Yeah, really nice to be able to shake off the cobwebs. I mean, we haven't played a proper show really since March, I guess. Our last show was in Dubai in March, believe it or not. That's the last time we played a gig together. So from Dubai to Mullingar, it's gonna be great.
Hey. So, you know, you probably had your whole year lined out, maybe even on into 2021 with things penciled in and scheduled in, and you know, because there's your management at least, and presumably you guys too, would almost have a battle plan of, you know, where do we go, what do we want to happen for the band. And so Acting My Age EP, had that come out before lockdown, or you know, that was part of the plan or whatever, but everything else probably had to then just get chucked to the wind?
Yeah, I think like Acting My Age, we were lucky that we finished recording and had it all mixed and mastered and ready to go, with the intention that we would be, you know, jumping in a van and kind of going around all our favorite places again. So it was kind of, we had to change the way we viewed the release. You know, it wasn't going to be this thing that we would get to go out and play all these shows and kind of get to meet our fans and, you know, judge how they because like live is such a big thing to us. Like we always, especially with our management, have always like 6 months ahead, have always seen where we'll be, and it's always been busy. So I think it was kind of, everyone was pretty sad that we weren't going to get to do it, but I think we done a lot of cool things, and stuff like this tonight are things that will make this year kind of memorable for us, even without getting to do what we really love.
Let's make sure we let people know where to go. So if you'd like to join the Academic on their live stream at the Jealous Wall in Mullingar tonight, I presume the academic.com or something?
.net,
The
isn't
academic.com. Yeah. Couldn't nail down the dot.
Book. I'm sure the links will be around all of your all the various social media things to do with the Academic, and already are. What am I talking about? I've seen them all myself. 8 o'clock.
Is it 8? I believe it's 8.
Yeah, 8 p.m. Yeah.
Well, check in advance for those.
Yeah, make sure you check.
We're only a couple of hours away from that as we listen to it on the drive show this evening. So hopefully we'll have encouraged a few others to check you guys out tonight. And is it free to join in all the fun and everything else?
No, it is ticketed, but it's going to be worth it. I assure everybody it's going to be worth it. But plus the tickets are pretty cheap as far as you know as well. We're not
And I guess you get to hire some crew who've been hurting just as much as the bands.
That's pretty much such a huge important part of it. Like so many of our best friends are part of our crew, and they've been out of work, for the past like 9 months or however long it's been. So to be able to work with them today and stuff is just going to be amazing, and just even to see them all again and get back to it. Yeah.
Good. Well, we'll wish you well in advance of it. I hope it is fun. I'm sure it's going to, of course it's going to be fun. What is it ever not? Don't answer that question. I'm sure there's sometimes it might not be, but most of the time I'm pretty sure it's fun. It looks a lot of fun anyway. I know that because I've seen you guys in action a number of times.
Yeah. What would you say?
Sure, yeah.
I mean, it must have been a huge shock to the system. Like, how were you in depression for like 6 weeks?
Yeah.
It was just a matter of adjustment, I think. I mean, we nearly had to learn new skill sets when we were in lockdown, because you still want to get your music out there, and especially we were releasing during lockdown as well. So you kind of just have to figure out how do we get this out to people by not being on the road. And so we kind of became cinematographers and all different kinds of job titles while we were in lockdown, trying to come up with ways to get the music out to people. So I mean, in that sense, it was good. I guess we all got some new skill sets, all right, but I don't think we'd take that over being out in a van with each other,
No, and someone was saying to me today, the difference this time around is that in the first lockdown, no one really knew when it was ending. Whereas at least on this one, even though we know whatever's coming in January, we sort of knew this date was coming and there'd be some sort of so it's been slightly different this time around. But anyway, look, fingers crossed next summer we'll have gigs happening for real, or even Easter we'll see. Let's hope and pray. Cinematography wise, I know you guys didn't do it, but the video for Acting My Age was fantastic. Was it Rossnowla Beach? Did that win some award or something for you guys? Or
yeah, it was nominated.
Yeah,
for I think the British Music Video Awards. And it was shot up in Derry, I believe, and it was shot by our friends Ronan and Hope, who are they did our video for Anything Could Happen as well, and they're just really young, amazing, talented directors, and they pretty much saw these people just drag racing on a beach and just went with that concept. And yeah, it's probably my favorite of our videos as well, actually.
Yeah, no, looks great. And Anything Could Happen was a massive radio song for us anyway. And what am I talking about? I heard it on all stations as I'd flick around to see what the competition are up to. I presume that's I don't know if it's relieving, but pleasing when you knock out a new song and it's taken up in such a fashion.
Absolutely. Yeah, we're a bit of a competitive band. We like getting on the radio.
It's always nice.
Yeah. Yeah, well, you keep knocking out songs like that, and we'll keep playing them. There's no question about that.
Cheers,
so what happens now? What's your? Oh, hang on, we got the Christmas song, don't we? It'll be lonely this Christmas, although not
Yes.
like that in academic style. Tell us about that, and even choosing that one or over other ones. What was the thing? What was the? How was that process?
I mean, it was like we just thought it'd be kind of a fun thing to do and like get into the Christmas spirit as a band, because usually we always play loads of gigs. So we kind of had some really long discussions over loads of Christmas songs, which ones are possible to pull off, which ones aren't. And then we just like, I think for the music video alone that Mud made sold it for us, and we're like, this is the one.
Talk to us, talk us through the video. I don't recall.
It's just so like they're just like sitting around. It's very 70s, I think, and like they're sitting around the Christmas tree, and like the drummer's not even holding a drum. He's just sitting there, not doing anything, and it's just a very strange vibe. And it's like, I don't know, it's a really cool song actually. Like the message is it's very sad, and I don't know, it kind of. It'll be a weird Christmas for a lot of people, and that felt like the right one, rather than us nearly doing Frosty the Snowman.
yeah.
We
Chiming
came
with
very close in Frosty. We were
really.
We did, yeah. There's a version of Frosty the Snowman by the Cocteau Twins, wow. And we came very close to covering that, and then we kind of just looked at each other and said, I don't know to do Frosty the Snowman.
I don't know why, but I'm just kind of thinking of like who was it did the cover of Jackson's Smooth Criminal and turned it into like a but they turned it into like a proper heavy rock thing, and I'm like,
Alien Ant Farm?
Yeah, there you go. I was like, let's like go like full on rock out on some Christmas classics. Change the nature of them completely. Frosty. Maybe next year.
Could have gone down that route, but we actually we haven't told anybody yet, but we've actually shot a music video for the Christmas release, which we just got the final cut of it back about 2 days ago, and I'm really looking forward for people to see that. It's an interesting one.
I was when you were saying that, Craig, I was thinking, would you guys have made a video and mirrored the previous one and like basically tried to recreate it? That might have been funny.
Not giving anything away, but just wait.
Wait and see. When will we get the release of that out on the socials?
I haven't a clue.
Before Christmas for sure.
Is there one of you in the band is kind of like more on top of all of those details and all of the things like that? And are there others of you kind of take a back seat and go, just let me know what you need me to do, and when you need me to do it, no worries, I'm there.
We always know when we need to be somewhere, but I mean, like there's usually like so many dates floating around, especially when you've got like a live stream gig where we put a lot of preparation into it. Sometimes the details get a bit hazy, and I mean, we released a Christmas song in November, and I still think it's too early, but there will be a music video that's Christmas themed before Christmas.
Oh well, good. That's luckily, I'm pretty sure the first week in January will be too late on that one.
Yeah. Well, let's start early for
start early for next year. Well, you know what? People will probably just leave their decorations up this Christmas. They'll just be like, no, can't face into it. Leaving the lights up until it's Christmas 2021 again. The jealous wall, I like it, lads. It sounds kind of romantic. So how have you? Well, I mean, when I say romantic, I suppose actually it's more of a bitter story. But I like the fact that it's got like some local folklore and history kind of attached to it. And do you know what? Listen, what really works well on radio is painting pictures. So can you describe if we were to land in Mullingar, where do you go to see this jealous wall? How does it look? I mean, obviously it's a wall, but I mean, is it a long, tall, grey turrets, ivy?
So it's a folly. So it was built as a ruin, and it's on the shores of Lough Ennell, the main big lake around Mullingar, and just kind of down from Belvedere House. It's down some steps, and it just opens into this big field, and there's this big ominous Gothic ruined wall, and there's turrets, and there's sort of what would you call them? Like, are they called murder holes? I think they're called.
Ooh.
I'm not sure. But yeah, it's a big ruin on the shores of the lake, and yeah, just a really,
Nice one.
really.
Now I'm thinking Ultravox Vienna and a lot of smoke machines.
There'll be a lot of smoke anyway.
Brilliant. Well, listen, Matt and Craig, it's been a pleasure chatting to you guys from the Academic, streaming live tonight from the Jealous Wall, and we look forward to playing It'll Be Lonely this Christmas. Buy you guys your Christmas cover for Christmas 2020, a Christmas that we all needed, and thank God it's here. Thank you, Santa.
God.
So a pleasure having you on Red FM with us this evening, lads. Thank you so much.
Thanks for having us.
Cheers.